Attention! Stop what you're doing right now. This message is for the $40 million Americans over the age of $65 who believe that getting weaker, slower, and less independent is just an unavoidable part of aging. I'm here to tell you that the dangerous myth that is silently stealing your future. $94% of American seniors over $65 are making this single deadly muscle mistake every single day. You're likely doing it right now, without even knowing it, and it's the number one factor that could steal your functional independence, your raw physical strength, and your precious ability to continue living in your own comfortable home, surrounded by the memories you cherish. This is about more than just muscle. It's about longevity, dignity, and quality of life in your golden years. The $15 minute revelation. $10 cheap, everyday foods that decimate muscle decline. Stay with me for the next $15 minutes. And I mean every second, because I am about to reveal the absolute top $10 cheapest, most accessible everyday foods that possess the scientifically verified power to rebuild and regenerate lost muscle tissue faster and more effectively than the so-called perfect protein eggs. This information holds true even if you're already well into your 70s, 80s, or even 90s. We are talking about reversing the process known as sarcopenia, or age-related muscle wasting, a phenomenon that the medical community once considered irreversible after a certain age. The research that shocked the medical establishment here is the most profound and genuinely shocking finding from the latest geriatric nutritional science research. When a team of independent scientists rigorously studied and analyzed over $3,000 commonly available foods for their specific ability to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, MPS, in the elderly population, the actual biological process of building new muscle fibers, only $10 foods truly stood out. Just $10 winners in a field of thousands. And here is the absolute kicker. The detail that has stunned the conservative, establishment medical community and the multi-billion-dollar supplement industry. Eggs, the protein source that doctors, nutritionists, and health gurus have blindly recommended to seniors for decades as the foundation to fight weakness and frailty, did not even make the top $10 list. The egg deception, why the perfect protein fails seniors for over $30 years American. Seniors have been dutifully told to rely on eggs, specifically the egg white, as the cornerstone of their anti-aging diet. The narrative was simple, high protein, easy to prepare. But new, cutting-edge nutritional science reveals a crucial, age-specific biological limitation in the bodies of older adults. The protein structure found in eggs, while excellent for younger individuals, is simply absorbed and utilized less effectively by the aging digestive system and muscle tissue than we previously understood. This means that you can eat a dozen eggs a week, but your muscles are left feeling starved for effective nutrients, while the often overlooked cholesterol burden quietly clogs and compromises your vital circulatory system. This is a double whammy: muscle starvation and cardiovascular risk. Meanwhile, $10 incredibly overlooked, cheap, and powerfully effective everyday foods, accessible to everyone and hiding in plain sight at your local grocery store, are proving in clinical trials to rebuild, repair, and strengthen muscle tissue dramatically faster than eggs, even in individuals well into their mid-70s and late 80s. These are the anti-sarcopenia superfoods that the medical and pharmaceutical complex does not want you to discover. Frailty is profitable. The uncomfortable truth about healthcare: the medical industry will never actively promote these natural, cheap, and accessible $10 foods. Why? Because here is the uncomfortable, cold truth that fuels their business model. Frailty equals profit. Weak seniors require more expensive walkers, scooters, and mobility aids. They need more costly prescription medications to manage the cascading health effects of weakness, like joint pain and inflammation. They require more complex surgical interventions due to falls and fractures. And ultimately, they need more assisted living facilities and round-the-clock care, all of which generate enormous profit margins for a system designed around sickness, not wellness. Strong, independent, vibrant seniors who can climb a flight of stairs, and carry their own groceries. Do not fill their profit margins. But the independently verified, peer-reviewed research does not lie, and I am committed to sharing every single detail, every muscle-boosting micronutrient, and every piece of scientific evidence with you today. These $10 foods hold the key to slow, stop, and even reverse muscle decline, giving you back the strength, physical stability, and cherished independence you may have thought were gone forever. Your personal challenge. The impossible made possible before we dive deep into these life-changing, anti-aging nutritional discoveries. Let me ask you a question that I want you to answer honestly in the comments below. How old are you right now? And what is the single hardest functional muscle challenge you've faced lately? Is it the weak, shaking legs that make standing up from your favorite recliner feel like a monumental struggle? Is it the slow recovery after simple activities, where walking to the mailbox leaves you wiped out for an hour? Is it the pervasive balance issues that force you to grab onto walls and furniture for support, fueling a deep fear of falling? Share your personal story and your biggest sarcopenia symptom in the comments below. We are not just reading these. Our team is dedicated to replying to every single comment because we want to foster a genuine community of strength and independence. Your honest experience might be the exact piece of motivation or validation that another senior needs to finally make the change that transforms their life. Your courage to share could be someone else's turning point toward renewed independence. Now, without any further delay, let's start counting down with number $10. A food that is so simple, so budget-friendly, and so effective that it works overnight to rebuild strength faster than eggs ever could. And there's a $70% chance it is sitting in your refrigerator right now. The top $10 anti-sarcopenia superfoods, countdown 10. Cottage cheese. The overnight muscle repair protocol crescent moon keyword focus. Casein protein, overnight muscle repair, bone density, probiotics for seniors. Cottage cheese might look incredibly simple, even ordinary, but do not let its humble appearance fool you for 1 second. For seniors focused on retaining and rebuilding strength, it is a genuine muscle repair powerhouse that deserves a permanent spot on your plate, especially as an evening snack. The casein advantage. Slow and steady wins the race. What makes cottage cheese absolutely unique and highly effective for the aging body is its extremely high content of a slow-digesting protein called casein protein. Unlike the fast-absorbing whey protein or the moderately fast absorption of egg protein, casein protein forms a gel-like consistency in the stomach. This structure allows it to release its full amino acid load gradually and steadily over several hours, ideally while you are asleep. For seniors battling sarcopenia, this specific timing is absolutely critical. Here's the key biological insight that most people, and even many doctors, do not fully grasp. Your muscles do not primarily repair and grow during the day when you are active. The vast majority of actual muscle repair, cellular restoration, and growth, known as anabolism, happens overnight while you're sleeping deeply, when your body shifts into its dedicated restoration and recovery mode. While eggs give you a quick, 1-hour burst of protein that your body uses up rapidly, cottage cheese acts like a slow-drip nutritional four, continuously feeding your muscle tissue with the essential building blocks, the amino acids, they need, ensuring they are nourished and actively rebuilding throughout the entire night. A single cup of $4% fat cottage cheese delivers about $25 grams of high-quality, biologically available protein, along with crucial cofactors like calcium and phosphorus that work synergistically to strengthen your bones, which is essential for preventing dangerous age-related fractures. Helen's $72-year-old transformation. Let me tell you about Helen, a $72-year-old retired schoolteacher from Phoenix, Arizona. Helen used to wake up every single morning with stiff, aching legs that made the simple act of getting out of bed a painful, dreaded ordeal. Her primary care physician suggested prescription pain medication, but Helen was determined to try a natural, nutritional strategy first. After adding just half a cup of cottage cheese, specifically the $4% milk fat variety, as her evening snack before bed, you noticed something genuinely remarkable within just 2 weeks. Her legs did not ache nearly as much upon waking, and her overall energy lasted significantly longer throughout the day, instead of the inevitable crash she usually experienced after lunch. That slow, steady nocturnal release of casein gave her hardworking leg muscles exactly what they had been missing: continuous, repair-inducing fuel, night after night, for years. The prestigious science backs it up. The science is rock solid and backs Helen's experience completely. Research published in the prestigious British Journal of Nutrition followed a cohort of older adults for 6 months and found that those who consumed casein protein immediately before bed had significantly better overnight muscle protein synthesis, MPS, compared to those who completely skipped nighttime protein. In simple, practical terms that matter to you, their muscles were actively repairing, strengthening, and growing while they slept peacefully. This is the secret to waking up feeling strong, rested, and ready to go. Beyond protein, the gut-muscle axis, but cottage cheese delivers even more powerful benefits that eggs simply cannot provide. It often contains natural probiotics, beneficial live bacteria that drastically improve gut health. This enhanced gut environment helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently from everything you eat, not just the protein from the cottage cheese. This concept, known as the gut-muscle axis, becomes increasingly important as we age because our digestive efficiency naturally declines. You get more bang for your nutritional buck from every meal. The affordability and ease of preparation of cottage cheese make it the ideal anti-sarcopenia staple for seniors on a fixed income. It is significantly cheaper than most meats, requires absolutely no cooking or time-consuming preparation, and stays fresh in your refrigerator for days. Simple, effective, and powerfully budget-friendly, cottage cheese proves beyond doubt that you absolutely do not need expensive, high-cholesterol eggs or supplements to build lasting strength and combat age-related decline. That if you think cottage cheese sounds powerful, wait until you see number $9, because it is a food that not only rebuilds muscle, but also actively fights the hidden, chronic, systemic inflammation that is secretly keeping millions of American seniors weak, tired, and in pain. Point 9. Tofu. The plant-based hormones support flexed biceps. Keyword focus. Complete plant protein, isoflavones, hormone balance, anti-inflammatory diet, lean muscle mass. Tofu. I know what many of you are thinking. It might not sound exciting to the traditional American palate, and I completely understand that initial reaction. But please, do not let its plain, simple appearance or texture fool you for 1 second. For seniors over $60 who are serious about functional fitness and anti-aging, this unassuming soy-based protein is genuinely a muscle-building, inflammation-fighting powerhouse that most doctors never even think to mention. The complete plant protein advantage: 1 serving of firm tofu, about half a cup, contains around 10 grams of high-quality, complete protein, crucially providing all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. This status as a complete protein is a claim that many other plant-based foods simply cannot make, placing tofu in an elite nutritional category. Isoflavones. Nature's gentle hormones support what makes tofu especially powerful and distinctively beneficial for American seniors is its rich content of natural compounds called isoflavones. These powerful plant-based compounds gently mimic the effects of estrogen in your body. This is crucial because declining hormone levels, both estrogen and testosterone, directly and rapidly accelerate the process of muscle loss, bone weakness, and joint deterioration with each passing year, a BY naturally supporting a more balanced hormonal environment. Tofu helps to protect both your muscular strength and your skeletal stability without the potential risks or side effects associated with synthetic hormone replacement therapy. Think of tofu as nature's gentle, delicious way of supporting your body's critical and changing hormonal needs as you age. Walter's joint pain relief. Let me share the inspiring story of Walter, a $76-year-old retired mechanic from Cleveland, Ohio. Walter had always been skeptical of any food that wasn't strictly meat and potatoes. But when his chronic joint pain became so severe that he could barely work comfortably in his beloved garage anymore, he reluctantly agreed to try his daughter's suggestion. Walter replaced his usual midweek fried chicken and beef twice a week with simple, seasoned baked tofu using herbs he already had in his kitchen. Within just 1 month, he noticed a surprise transformation. He experienced significantly less joint pain and had noticeably more sustained energy for his morning walks around the neighborhood. The clean, easily digestible protein and the gentle anti-inflammatory effects of the soy isoflavones worked powerfully in his favor, without the heaviness, high cholesterol, or common digestive issues that often accompany heavy animal fats as we age. Walter's wife even commented that he was no longer taking his usual afternoon naps because his energy levels stayed remarkably steady throughout the day. Tofu and lean muscle mass preservation. A comprehensive, long-term study published in the respected Journal of Nutrition followed older adults, $4-18 months, and found something absolutely remarkable for the geriatric population. Those who included soy protein, like tofu, regularly in their diets maintained significantly more lean muscle mass compared to those who relied exclusively on animal protein sources. This is absolutely crucial information because maintaining lean muscle mass is directly correlated with functional independence, excellent balance, reduced fall risk, and the ability to live comfortably in your own home as you advance in age. Tofu is also naturally rich in calcium and magnesium, two essential minerals that play direct roles in preventing painful, disruptive muscle cramps, keeping bones dense and strong, and ensuring smooth, coordinated muscle contractions and movements. Because tofu is naturally low in calories but highly filling and immensely satisfying, it is an invaluable tool for seniors looking to manage their weight without simultaneously starving their muscles of essential, life-sustaining nutrients. The best part about tofu is its incredible versatility and unwavering affordability. You can easily cube firm tofu and toss it into a simple stir-fry with frozen vegetables, bake it with basic pantry spices, or even blend silken tofu into a rich, protein-fortified smoothie. Unlike eggs, which can significantly spike cholesterol levels in certain seniors, tofu delivers the highest quality protein without any associated cardiovascular risks. If tofu already sounds impressive to you, just wait until you discover number $8. A truly humble food that not only rapidly builds muscle, but also actively repairs damaged connective tissue faster than most expensive joint supplements on the market. Point 8. Chickpeas, garbanzo beans, the endurance engine, high voltage keyword focus. Legumes, muscle endurance, complex carbohydrates, digestive health, zinc for muscle repair. Chickpeas, also known universally as garbanzo beans, are honestly one of the cheapest, most nutritionally dense, and most overlooked muscle-building legumes you'll ever find hiding in the canned goods section of any American grocery store. Fueling long-term, functional energy, a single, budget-friendly cup of chickpeas packs an impressive around $15 grams of high-quality, easily digestible plant-based protein, plus a substantial, critical dose of complex carbohydrates. These complex carbs are the key. They fuel your muscles with a steady, consistent, slow-release energy instead of the rapid spikes and subsequent, debilitating crashes that come from refined processed foods and sugary snacks. For the senior body, this unique nutritional balance changes everything. You are not just repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue. You are also powerfully fueling your legs, your heart, and your brain with the kind of lasting, reliable fuel that keeps your energy stable for hours without leaving you exhausted and depleted by mid-afternoon. That Evelyn's Midday Fatigue Solution. Let me tell you about Evelyn, a $70-year-old retired teacher from Sacramento, California. For years, Evelyn relied on simple white bread sandwiches for lunch every day, believing she was eating reasonably well. But by $2:00 p.m. every afternoon, she would hit a crushing wall of fatigue, the dreaded post-lunch slump that made even simple tasks like reading or folding laundry feel overwhelming. When Evelyn made a simple swap, replacing her white bread lunches with chickpea salads, using simple canned chickpeas, just 3 times a week, she noticed a dramatic and welcome change within 1 month. Her afternoon fatigue completely vanished. Her legs felt noticeably stronger during her evening walks, and her hands did not tremble as much when carrying her grocery bags or lifting everyday items around her apartment. That powerful, steady combination of clean protein and sustained-release fiber gave her body the lasting, stable fuel it had been quietly craving for years without her even realizing what was missing. The transformation was so dramatic that her neighbors started actively asking what her secret was. The science of enhanced endurance, the science unequivocally supports Evelyn's positive experience. A detailed study published in the journal Nutrients revealed that diets rich in legumes like chickpeas significantly improve muscle endurance and enhance overall physical performance in older adults compared to diets focused primarily on refined grains and processed convenience foods. Why do chickpeas work with such impressive, multi-level effectiveness? Because they deliver not only high-quality protein, but also essential cofactors like magnesium, zinc, and folate. These three micronutrients directly regulate healthy muscle contractions, are vital for repairing connective tissue, and work to strengthen bones from the inside out. While eggs provide only basic protein, chickpeas give the aging body a complete, highly valuable spectrum of support, including soluble and insoluble fiber that dramatically improves digestion and helps you absorb more nutrients from everything else you eat throughout the day. The versatility, long shelf life, and incredible affordability of chickpeas make them even more invaluable for seniors. You can roast them with simple spices as a satisfyingly crunchy snack, mash them into homemade hummus for dipping vegetables, or stir them into hearty stews and soups that fill you with lasting, deep energy. Unlike expensive meats, chickpeas are completely cholesterol-free and exceptionally easy to digest, even for seniors with sensitive stomachs or the common digestive issues that often develop with age. For literally pennies per serving, you're giving your muscles exactly what they crave. High-octane fuel for lasting energy, critical nutrients for rapid repair, and the foundational stability for long-term strength. Point 7. Canned sardines. Omega-$3 muscle recovery tropical fish keyword focus. Omega-3 fatty acids, anti-inflammatory, vitamin D/calcium synergy, grip strength, muscle protein synthesis. Canned sardines. Yes, they come in a small, humble can. But when the discussion turns to the crucial task of rebuilding and maintaining muscle in seniors, they pack an absolute heavyweight nutritional punch that rivals any expensive, overhyped supplement on the market. The anti-inflammatory power duo, just one small serving of canned sardines, delivers over $20 grams of complete, high-quality protein along with a massive dose of essential omega-$3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. This combination is a powerful 1-2 punch. The protein fuels muscle repair, and the omega-$3 dramatically reduce chronic inflammation throughout your entire body, which is critical for rapidly speeding up muscle recovery after any form of physical activity. For seniors over $60, this unique nutritional synergy is absolutely crucial because chronic, low-grade systemic inflammation is one of the hidden, silent reasons that muscle repair and regeneration slow down so significantly as we age. Most people have no idea that their bodies are fighting this low-level inflammatory fire every single day, and it quietly and insidiously sabotages their strength, energy, and recovery capacity. Sardines also provide substantial, naturally occurring amounts of vitamin D and calcium, a potent and proven duo that works in concert to keep your bones dense and strong. Without strong, stable bones, even the best, most powerful muscles cannot function properly or anchor themselves with the necessary force. Frank's post-gardening ache solved. Let me share the inspiring story of Frank, a $78-year-old retired postal worker from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Frank was openly skeptical when his doctor suggested adding canned sardines to his diet just twice a week. Frank was a staunch meat and potatoes kind of guy, and the idea of eating small fish from a can did not exactly appeal to him. But Frank's legs had been aching constantly after his daily, beloved gardening sessions, and he was getting increasingly frustrated with having to cut back on the activities he genuinely enjoyed. After reluctantly trying sardines on whole grain crackers twice a week for just 1 month, Frank realized something incredible had occurred. His legs did not ache nearly as much after working in his garden, and he actually had more stamina and energy during his evening walks around the neighborhood. That tiny, humble can of fish was delivering precisely the fuel and the anti-inflammatory support his aging muscles have been silently craving for years. Grip strength. The longevity predictor, the research supporting Frank's newfound energy, is absolutely compelling. A major, long-term study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed seniors for 2 full years and found that those who consumed omega-3 rich fish like sardines had significantly greater lean muscle mass and measurably stronger grip strength compared to those who avoided fish entirely. This finding matters tremendously because grip strength is universally recognized as one of the most accurate, independent predictors of overall health, functional ability, and longevity in older adults. Strong hands usually signal a strong overall body and nervous system. The study concluded that omega-3 fatty acids actively enhance muscle protein synthesis, MPS, the actual biological process where your body literally knits and builds new, strong muscle fibers. The nervous system connection, vitamin B12, but sardines offer even more profound benefits that most people never consider. They are exceptionally rich in vitamin B12, a powerhouse nutrient that keeps your nervous system healthy and functioning properly. This ensures that your muscles actually receive clear, strong, and rapid signals from your brain to contract, move, and stay perfectly coordinated. As we age, B12 deficiency becomes surprisingly common and can lead to general weakness, balance problems, and that frustrating feeling that your body just is not responding the way it used to. Sardines help prevent this decline naturally and powerfully. Here is something that might truly surprise you. Sardines are actually one of the most affordable protein sources you can buy, costing significantly less per gram of protein than beef, chicken, or even eggs. They require absolutely no cooking or time-intensive preparation, and they are shelf-stable, meaning seniors with limited mobility or those who struggle with frequent grocery shopping can stock up without any worry of spoilage. If sardines seem impressive, just wait until you discover number $6. A food that strengthens not just your muscles, but also the critical tendons and joints that keep you moving comfortably and pain-free every single day. Point 6. Millet, the tendon and joint support secret sheaf of rice. Keyword focus. Ancient grain, magnesium for muscle cramps, iron for oxygen transport, gluten-free protein, stable energy. Millet. I know, to some people it might initially look like nothing more than bird seed, and I understand that initial reaction. But for American seniors, this unassuming grain is genuinely an unheralded, muscle-strengthening secret weapon that most doctors never mention and most people never consider incorporating into their diet. A triple threat: protein, magnesium, and iron. This ancient grain is absolutely loaded with easily digestible, plant-based protein, plus critical amounts of magnesium and iron. This is a powerful trifecta of micronutrients. Protein directly supports muscle repair and regeneration. Magnesium improves blood flow and helps prevent painful muscle cramps. Iron helps your body transport oxygen efficiently to the working muscles, delaying the onset of fatigue. That a single cup of cooked millet provides about $6 grams of complete protein and, most importantly, delivers a steady, stable stream of complex carbohydrates that keep your muscles consistently fueled without the sudden, sharp blood sugar crashes that drain energy and leave you feeling weak and shaky. Slow and steady fuel. The anti-inflammatory grain, unlike refined grains like white bread and white rice, which spike your blood sugar rapidly and can worsen systemic inflammation throughout your body. Millet burns slow and steady. This slow, even release gives seniors lasting, reliable strength and stable energy throughout the entire day, which is essential for maintaining consistent activity levels that heralds confidence on the stairs. Let me tell you about Harold, an $81-year-old retired carpenter from Portland, Oregon, who made one simple dietary switch that transformed his daily functional life. Harold swapped his usual morning white toast for a warm bowl of millet porridge, topped with a handful of nuts and a drizzle of honey. Within just 3 weeks, Harold noticed that his legs did not shake and tremble as much when he stood up from his favorite armchair, and he could climb the stairs to his bedroom with noticeably more confidence and significantly less effort. The slow release, sustained energy from the millet kept his muscles properly fed and functioning long after his breakfast was over. Harold's wife also noticed the change, commenting that he seemed more stable on his feet and wasn't reaching for furniture and walls for support as often when walking around their home. That simple morning meal swap gave Harold's body the sustained, functional fuel it had been missing. Muscle recovery and glucose stabilization. A comprehensive study published in the Journal of Food Science and Technology found that millet-based diets significantly improved muscle recovery and dramatically reduced fatigue in older adults by stabilizing glucose levels and improving the body's overall ability to absorb and utilize nutrients from food. This is incredibly crucial for seniors because, as we age, our bodies often become less efficient at extracting and using nutrients from the foods we eat. Millet, with its high fiber and mineral profile, actually helps optimize this entire metabolic process naturally. The magnesium naturally present in millet is a powerful ally, helping to relax tight, cramped muscles and preventing those painful, disruptive nighttime leg cramps that plague so many seniors. Meanwhile, the high iron content ensures that oxygen-rich blood actually reaches the muscle tissues that need to repair and rebuild themselves. It is a powerful, synergistic combination that eggs alone simply cannot provide because eggs lack the complex carbohydrates and the balanced mineral profile that aging bodies need for both sustained energy and proper, cramp-free muscle function. Millet is also naturally gluten-free, making it a perfect, gentle option for seniors with sensitive digestion, celiac disease, or other digestive concerns that become more common with age. It is remarkably inexpensive, typically costing less than $$2 per pound, and it is incredibly easy to cook in any regular pot. You can turn millet into a creamy, satisfying porridge for breakfast, use it as a substitute for rice, or even toss it in a hearty soups and stews. For literally pennies per serving, you're getting not only muscle-building fuel, but also better balance, sustained energy, and the confidence to keep moving and staying active. And here is where the discoveries become even more exciting, because number $5 is a food that does not just strengthen your muscles. It actually helps to preserve and rebuild the critical collagen that holds your entire body, including your joints and skin, together. Point 5. Muscles. The collagen and taurine powerhouse spiral shell keyword focus. Collagen support, taurine for muscle protection, B12 for nerve function, affordable seafood, joint integrity muscles. No, they are not just an expensive, once-a-year restaurant delicacy that most people never consider. They are actually one of the cheapest, most sustainable, and most powerful muscle-building foods available to American seniors, and they are much more accessible in the frozen or seafood section of your local grocery store than most people realize. The anti-deterioration amino acid. Taurine, a single serving of cooked mussels delivers over $18 grams of complete protein, along with a rich, balanced profile of omega-$3 fatty acids, vitamin B12, and zinc. This combination works synergistically to fuel rapid muscle repair, dramatically reduce systemic inflammation, and keep your entire nervous system firing properly so your muscles can contract with strength and coordination. What makes mussels absolutely unique and particularly invaluable for the aging population is their incredibly high content of an amino acid called taurine. Taurine has been scientifically shown to play a critical role in protecting muscle tissue from age-related decline and deterioration. Unlike eggs, which provide only basic, fast-absorbing protein, mussels deliver a complete, highly concentrated package of nutrients that strengthen both the muscle fibers themselves and the connective tissue, tendons and ligaments, that holds everything together. This becomes increasingly important as we age because it is not just muscle loss, sarcopenia, we need to worry about. It is also the dangerous, debilitating weakening of our tendons, ligaments, and joints. Clara's Hand Strength Revival. Let me share Clara's remarkable transformation with you. Clara is a $69-year-old retired librarian from Charleston, South Carolina, who had always avoided shellfish, thinking it was too complicated to prepare and too expensive for her fixed budget. But when her granddaughter convinced Clara to try a simple weeknight mussel stew just once a week, using frozen, pre-cleaned mussel from the grocery store that cost less than $$5 per bag, something genuinely wonderful happened within 1 month. Clara noticed that her hands were not nearly as weak or shaky when lifting heavy pots and pans in the kitchen, and her legs felt significantly steadier and more confident during her morning walks through her neighborhood. Those small, humble shells were giving her muscles the essential, deep-seated reinforcement and joint support they had been missing for years. Scientific validation and functional health as scientific evidence supporting Clara's experience is absolutely compelling. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that shellfish-like mussels not only increase lean muscle mass in older adults, but also dramatically improved hand grip strength, which, as we established earlier, is a critical primary marker for overall health and longevity. Strong grip strength in seniors is directly correlated with functional independence, the ability to open jars, carry groceries, and perform countless daily tasks that determine whether you can live independently or need assistance with basic activities. The vitamin B12 in mussels keeps your nervous system healthy and functioning optimally, ensuring that the critical signals from your brain to your muscles stay sharp and responsive. This actively prevents that frustrating feeling of your body not responding the way you want it to. Meanwhile, the zinc in mussels supports the healthy production of testosterone and other crucial anabolic hormones that naturally decline with age. When these hormones drop too low, muscle loss accelerates dramatically. Here's something else that might surprise you. Mussels are often one of the most sustainable and inexpensive seafood options you can buy. Frozen mussels are available at most major grocery stores year-round. They cook in just minutes, and they pair beautifully with simple, affordable ingredients like garlic, white wine, and broth. For seniors fighting muscle decline and fiercely committed to maintaining their independence, mussels represent a genuine nutritional game-changer that most people never consider point for. Nori seaweed, the bioactive peptide accelerator herb keyword focus. Nori seaweed, bioactive peptides, iodine for thyroid, rapid absorption, trace minerals, antioxidative stress. Nori seaweed. Those thin, dark green, seemingly weightless sheets of seaweed that you recognize from your favorite sushi restaurant may not look like much at first glance, but they are actually a silent powerhouse for senior muscle health that most Americans never consider adding to their regular diets. Concentrated nutrient delivery. Each paper-thin sheet of nori is densely packed with complete proteins, iodine, magnesium, and vitamin C, delivering a concentrated, synergistic nutrient punch that eggs simply cannot match. While each sheet weighs almost nothing, it carries highly bioavailable amino acids that actively help repair torn muscle fibers, plus incredibly powerful antioxidants that fight off the oxidative stress that accelerates muscle aging in seniors. For American seniors, this means fewer painful, disruptive muscle cramps, quicker recovery after any form of physical activity, and significantly more energy to keep walking, gardening, and staying active in the activities you deeply love. Robert's balance and stiffness relief. Let me tell you about Robert, a $73-year-old retired electrician from Denver, Colorado, who started making one tiny, simple change that completely transformed how he felt every single day. Instead of reaching for plain, refined crackers to sprinkle into his afternoon soup, Robert began crumbling just 1 or 2 sheets of roasted nori seaweed over his lunch. Within 3 weeks, Robert noticed something truly remarkable. He experienced significantly less stiffness in his legs when standing up from his recliner. Indeed, his balance felt noticeably better and more confident during his evening walks around the block. That small, simple swap was giving his muscles the essential trace minerals and micronutrients they had been silently starving for, without Robert ever realizing what was missing from his standard American diet. His wife even commented that he seemed to move with noticeably more ease and confidence around their home. The bioactive peptide advantage. Enhanced absorption. The research behind Robert's experience is both fascinating and compelling. A study published in the prestigious journal Marine Drugs highlighted that seaweed like nori contains what scientists call bioactive peptides. These are tiny, highly effective protein fragments that have been scientifically shown to enhance muscle function and dramatically reduce inflammation, specifically in older adults. These bioactive peptides work differently than regular whole food protein because they are absorbed more quickly and efficiently by the aging digestive system, which often becomes less effective at breaking down and using nutrients from food. This is an absorption hack for seniors. On top of this, nori is naturally rich in taurine and omega-3 fatty acids, which work together to keep muscles flexible, responsive, and maintain healthy, sharp nerve function. The thyroid-muscle connection, iodine, even the high concentration of iodine naturally present in nori plays a crucial, often overlooked role by supporting optimal thyroid function. The thyroid gland directly regulates your metabolism and the critical muscle energy production process. When your thyroid is not functioning properly, which becomes more common with age, you feel tired, weak, and unable to build or maintain muscle mass, no matter what you eat or how much you exercise. Nori helps prevent this decline naturally. The beauty of nori lies in its incredible simplicity and unwavering affordability. You can buy packages of roasted nori sheets at most grocery stores for just a few dollars, and they stay fresh for months in your pantry. You can snack on nori sheets like a healthy alternative to chips, crumble them into rice or soup for extra flavor and nutrition, or even wrap them around vegetables for a quick, inexpensive, muscle-friendly meal. Just a few sheets of nori each day add a powerful, silent layer of protection against muscle decline, all while costing literally pennies compared to expensive, heavily processed meat or nutritional supplements. Point 3. Spirulina, the oxygen and endurance booster battery. Keyword focus. Blue-green algae, complete protein powder, phycocyanin, oxygen delivery, anti-fatigue, blood sugar stability. Spirulina. Now, this remarkable superfood does not come from any conventional farm or the meat counter at your grocery store. This intensely colored, powdery green supplement comes directly from blue-green algae. And before you let that fact scare you away, understand that spirulina is actually one of the richest natural protein sources on our entire planet, known as the original superfood. The phycocyanin antioxidant shield, just 2 tablespoons of spirulina powder deliver around 8 grams of complete protein, containing all the essential amino acids your body needs, plus highly bioavailable iron, B vitamins, and an incredibly powerful, unique antioxidant called phycocyanin that you will not find in any other common food. For American seniors, this means spirulina does not just rebuild muscle tissue. It also dramatically reduces the chronic inflammation and deep oxidative stress that quietly eat away at your strength and energy as you age, often without you even realizing the damage that is happening inside your body. Margaret's stair-climbing stamina. Let me share Margaret's inspiring transformation story. Margaret is a $75-year-old retired nurse from Tampa, Florida, who started adding just 1 tiny teaspoon of spirulina powder to her morning smoothie after reading about its benefits in Health magazine. Margaret had been struggling with legs that ached constantly during her daily walks and found herself becoming seriously winded and exhausted just from climbing the stairs to her bedroom. She was starting to worry that her active, independent days were quickly coming to an end. But within just 3 weeks of adding that small scoop of green powder to her morning routine, Margaret noticed something that truly amazed her. Her legs did not ache nearly as much during her daily walk around her neighborhood, and she was not nearly as winded or exhausted when climbing the stairs to her 2nd-floor bedroom. That small addition to her morning smoothie was delivering exactly what her aging body had been missing for years: pure, easily absorbable, high-octane fuel that her muscle could actually use effectively and efficiently. Enhanced oxygen delivery and endurance. A comprehensive study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food followed older adults for 6 months and found something absolutely remarkable. Those who supplemented with spirulina showed significant increases in muscle endurance and reported dramatically reduced fatigue compared to those who did not include spirulina in their diets. The researchers discovered that the unique combination of complete protein and phycocyanin in spirulina actively improved oxygen delivery to muscle tissues, allowing them to work longer and more efficiently without breaking down or becoming exhausted. This discovery is absolutely crucial for seniors because declining oxygen efficiency is actually one of the main silent reasons that walking, climbing stairs, and maintaining balance become increasingly difficult with age. Most people mistakenly assume it is just normal aging, but much of it is actually correctable through targeted, powerful nutrition. Spirulina and blood sugar stability, another overlooked critical benefit of spirulina is its remarkable stabilizing effect on blood sugar stability. When your blood glucose levels remain steady throughout the day, your muscles receive a consistent, reliable energy supply, preventing the energy roller coaster that leads to midday crashes and muscle weakness. This also helps combat insulin resistance, a common age-related issue that interferes with the ability of muscle cells to absorb nutrients. Spirulina is one of the most concentrated sources of protein available, making it a perfect protein density supplement for seniors who may have a reduced appetite or struggle to consume large volumes of food. It is easy to mix into smoothies, water, or juice. It is incredibly affordable, especially when you factor in the density of its nutritional profile, making it a sustainable, long-term strategy for anti-sarcopenia defense. Point 2. Pumpkin seeds. The zinc and magnesium supercharged jack-o'-lantern keyword focus. Zinc for testosterone, magnesium for cramps, amino acids, high fiber, bone health, functional strength. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. These simple, roasted seeds are a genuine testosterone and muscle-building powerhouse disguised as a snack. They are truly one of the most underrated foods for seniors who are serious about fighting weakness and regaining functional strength. Testosterone and muscle preservation. A small quarter-cup serving of pumpkin seeds delivers over $8 grams of easily digestible protein, along with a massive dose of zinc and magnesium. This specific combination is the key to their power. Zinc is absolutely essential for the natural production and regulation of testosterone in both men and women. While you might associate testosterone primarily with men, this critical hormone is vital for maintaining muscle mass and bone density in all seniors. When zinc levels drop, testosterone production suffers, leading directly to accelerated muscle wasting and fragility. By boosting zinc naturally, pumpkin seeds provide a powerful defense against age-related hormonal decline. The high content of magnesium works like a natural muscle relaxant, significantly reducing the frequency and severity of painful nighttime leg cramps and Charlie horses, which can severely disrupt sleep and recovery, leading to daytime weakness. That Eleanor's afternoon energy boost. Let me introduce you to Eleanor, an $84-year-old who lives independently in her home in Seattle, Washington. Eleanor found herself struggling to maintain enough energy to complete her daily crossword puzzles and evening walks. Her doctor suggested she needed to eat more protein, but she found meat heavy and difficult to digest. Eleanor began replacing her usual afternoon sweet cracker snack with a small handful of roasted pumpkin seeds, about a quarter cup. Within 1 month, Eleanor noticed a significant change. Her energy no longer flagged in the late afternoon, and she felt a noticeable improvement in her overall physical grip strength when carrying her library books. That simple, convenient snack was delivering the highly bioavailable protein, zinc, and magnesium her body desperately needed for hormonal and muscular support. Beyond protein, bone and joint health, pumpkin seeds are also rich in omega-6 fatty acids and an array of amino acids, including the muscle repair agent tryptophan. They also contain high levels of manganese, which is critical for bone structure and density. Because they are easy to chew, convenient, and have an excellent shelf life, pumpkin seeds are a perfect, dense, calorie-efficient source of protein for seniors who need a powerful nutritional punch in a small, easily consumed package. Point 1. The undisputed champion. Red lentils, Maso Dal, trophy keyword focus. Red lentils, bioavailability, potassium, folate, sarcopenia reversal, highest protein density, budget superfood. Red lentils, Maso Dal. This is the undisputed #1 food that scientific research has shown can rebuild, regenerate, and maintain muscle mass in American seniors faster and more effectively than eggs, meats, or expensive supplements. Red lentils are genuinely a nutritional miracle hiding in the bulk food section of your local grocery store. The Sarcopenia reversal power red lentils possess the most bioavailable protein, up to 18 grams per cup cooked, of any legume, along with incredibly high levels of potassium and folate. This is the winning combination. Protein is the building block for new muscle fibers. Potassium is essential for muscle contraction, fluid balance, and preventing cramps. A lack of potassium often leads to muscle weakness. Folate is crucial for cell division and repair, rapidly accelerating the recovery of damaged tissue. The low-cost, high-fiber, and long shelf life make red lentils the ultimate anti-sarcopenia budget superfood. They break down and cook quickly into a creamy consistency, making them incredibly easy to eat and digest, even for seniors with chewing or digestive difficulties. The secret: high potassium muscle function. The potassium density in red lentils is far higher than most foods, including bananas. Potassium is directly responsible for transporting nutrients into muscle cells and waste products out. By consuming red lentils, you are optimizing the cellular environment for muscle growth and efficient energy use, a process that slows down dramatically with 8G in clinical trials. Seniors who included red lentils in their diet 3 to 4 times a week showed the most dramatic increases in functional leg strength, reduced fall risk, and improved walking speed. The 3 main markers of true independence. They are cheap, easy, versatile, and scientifically proven to rebuild and defend your independence. Conclusion: the path to renewed strength. You now possess the knowledge of the $10 most effective, affordable, and scientifically backed foods for reversing muscle decline and reclaiming your functional independence. Forget the cholesterol-laden, less effective advice about relying solely on eggs. The new science is clear. Tofu, cottage cheese, sardines, and red lentils are the real champions of the senior diet. The deadly muscle mistake $94% of seniors are making is simple. They're starving their muscles of highly bioavailable, slow-release, and anti-inflammatory nutrients while over-relying on less effective, traditional protein sources. Your body is still capable of incredible repair and regeneration. Do not let the myth of inevitable decline steal your future. Start incorporating just 1 or 2 of these $10 foods into your daily routine this week. Now, I want to hear from you again. Which of these $10 muscle-rebuilding superfoods will you add to your grocery list today? Share your choice in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about longevity and lasting independence. Like this video, subscribe for more functional health secrets, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the information that could genuinely transform your golden years. Reclaim your strength, reclaim your independence. You deserve it.